Welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a minute since I've actually picked up the camera, but I've been busy with studying for midterms and prepping for that. But I'm excited to say that it is finally winter break, which means I'm heading home to Ottawa. So it is a little bit later than I had planned. I think I'm just wiggling my watch. It is 12:40. I had all plans to leave this morning, but life got the best of me. Wanted to sleep in. It is TOM, so that just had me a little bit tired. And also this week has just been steady flow of midterms and just chaoticness that has been happening in my life and surrounding work, school, and everything. So it is a little bit later. I do want to hit on the road before it hits that 1 o'clock mark. I'm all packed up. I'm ready to go. So I will see you guys when I finally touch down in OT. So let's get into this vlog. Alright, so I am in the car. I figured I'd take a few minutes to talk to you guys. I'm going to take off my sunglasses, but I know that the lighting in here is terrible. I don't know why it's so blue. I tried to increase the lighting on my camera, but then, I don't know, it's just blue. I have a little clip light that I could have put on my camera, but it's the middle of the day, so I don't really want that light shining my car. I'm not looking at you guys. I'm gonna look periodically at you guys, but of course I'm driving, so the road is of utmost importance. I stopped in Maxwell to get gas, and let me tell you, the difference in temperature, it's like a 5-degree difference than in Montreal, in Ontario. So in Quebec, it's a 5 difference degree than it is in Ontario. It's like 5 degrees here. I left Montreal, it was sunny, it was bright, like when I was going to pack up the car and stuff. And I go to get gas. Of course, I'm just in my little sweater, and I'm passing the Capital Region sign. It always fills my heart when I pass here. One day I hope to be a passenger princess when I'm coming from Montreal to Ottawa, so that I can really show you guys the view. I'm driving super slow because I want to talk to you guys, and the speed limit is still 110, but the work truck in front of me is driving really slow, and I have to exit in 1.6 kilometers anyways, and I'm talking to you guys, so what's the rush, Mela? So I'm exiting and I'm going to meet up with a friend. I could go home, and we're making amazing timing. We're not going to talk about how we make this amazing timing. Let's just say my mother would not be happy. She'd be very angry with me. She would be so upset. But I'm not seeing her first, so she can't ask too many questions and accusations. It's crazy how it says on that sign that my exit for Rockland Bars is 1 kilometer away. It's not. I looked down at the GPS. It tells me in 700 meters, now 450 meters. This is why you can't trust GPS. If I were to trust the GPS, I would have passed my exit and my destination. But I'm meeting a friend. I don't know if I'm going to show her on camera. I am going to have to cut here, so you guys will probably see me either when I meet up with my friend, because I know the camera's going to slide and I don't want it to, because no, I have not gotten a car mount yet. So I will see you guys in a little bit when we get something to eat. So see you guys in a minute. Alright, so I finally made it to Ottawa, and I met up with my friend. We're heading to this place called Occo, I believe is what it's called. I've been here once and I had their fish tacos, and I didn't enjoy this place. But she's curious to try them, and I'm sure you can see her purple coat in the background and her hand and half of her head. So, and that's it. We're gonna film-ish, maybe not too much, but we'll see. And I will see you guys when we get inside. All right, so our lunch just arrived. I got the blueberry and brie burger. I paired it with some sweet potato fries. I believe she got a donair and a herringbone salad. So this is lunch. It looks amazing and I cannot wait to dig in. So we are in my car. We just came from lunch. It is super cold. I don't even know how cold it is, to be honest. I haven't checked the weather. So lunch was fire. I enjoyed my burger. The sweet potato fries, they were good, but they were a little salty. And I don't know, the dip was, I've never tried that before. But anywho, we went to Walmart. I needed to get a few things. Nothing special, but since some of them are here, I'll just show you. Vaseline. You can never go wrong with having Vaseline in your car. And I just picked up their lotion and a few other random things that are tucked away in my trunk. We are heading to Presso Tea. I've been craving boba, and she says that all boba places are the same anyways. This is not the real fruit place that I like going to, but we'll try it, we'll test it out, and we'll see. We'll rate it and we'll see if it's just as good. Alright, so I just got my boba right here. I'm glad I ran out of there because they were playing Riri Stay, and I for sure know I would have gotten copywritten with that. But so this is the tea here, and it says c'est frais, so that means it's French, or sorry, it's fresh in French. And I have definitely tried Presso Tea before. I believe in a vlog I showed you guys that. It was one of my Vlogmas vlogs where I was going to get snacks to do the candy jars and things. So I believe that I've already been there. The interior is much more different. Sorry, I'm just gonna lock my door. Can never be too certain what's gonna happen and pop off. But yeah, I've been there before. This one is definitely much different. The lighting in there is way brighter. It's different. The aesthetic of the one in Montreal is more moody, but I guess my friend is right. It is all the same thing. So I got, I believe this is their passion fruit. Passion fruit is what I always get, and it comes with lychee jelly, and then it comes with the pearls, and I get extra pearls. So I will see you guys in a while. I'm gonna go chill with my friend for a bit, and then we're gonna go see Henny Penny. So I'll see you guys later. All right, if you guessed it, I am home. My battery is literally flashing. Henny, stop, come. My battery is flashing, so I'm gonna try and make it quick. But I did have a great day today. I did enjoy our lunch, very much so. I think Henny likes my Summer Fridays lip oil. I just put it on. We're looking a little ashy. Henny, come. Shh, baby. So I did enjoy lunch. I had a great time. It was nice catching up with my friend. I'm gonna regret wearing this black sweater, but I am finally home, and as you can see, I guess Henny's happy to see me, and I'm equally as happy to see him. My plan for the rest of the night is to just put something up. Henny, stop barking. My plan is to put my stuff up. Then I want to work on editing a video. I have to just add some audio to it, but I'm gonna try using the YouTube studio audio this time around and see how things go. Henny is such a little, he's a little love bug. So I'm gonna put my stuff away, gonna go edit a little bit, and then I'm gonna pick up my mom from work. So the plan for this vlog is to just take you guys around with me while I spend time during my reading week. I had planned to go on a hike tomorrow, but it is going to be -30 is what they're saying so far with the windshield. So I'm not entirely sure if I'm going to go for that hike tomorrow, but I will take you around with whatever I get done. I'm sure there will be some cooking in this video. So just join me as we spend some much needed R&R in Ottawa, and my fur baby and I will see you. We'll see you around. Won't we, Henny? All right, so we made it to the mall. It's a little bit dark, I know, and I need to really figure out this angle situation. But remember last vlog, if you watched it, you would have heard how much shenanigans my tripod was giving me, and my mom was like, why don't we try Velcro? And that's what we did. we stuck Velcro to the car, and then we stuck it to the mount of my car, and it is working fabulously. So mama gets a round of applause. She's an OG. We love that. So I'm at the mall and I'm circling the parking garage. I have a habit of always parking upstairs, and it's just something that I do. But since we're going to be doing a lot of walking, my mom's like, well, why can't you just park at the bottom level? And I said, well, if you really want me to, I can. And she's like, no, well, you're already up here, so just park here. I said, no, we'll go back down. I mean, we've got time. And I didn't film when we went for breakfast. We ended up just going to McDonald's. It's something that they always do, her and this family friend of ours. That's their thing. It's either McDonald's or Timmy's. And we went to McDonald's. I had a muffin, and sorry, I'm just looking for a space, but on this level it's hard sometimes.
There's so many spaces.
Yeah, Mom, but I have to worry about getting my car into it. And yeah, so I just got a muffin and a tea. Got an Earl Grey tea, and yeah, so basically that's what's up. The pillars here, it's the only thing that I don't like about this level. There's a whole bunch of concrete pillars that separate the spaces, and it's just cumbersome sometimes because you want to make sure that you can fit your car in seamlessly. But I think there's one at the top of this lane. There's two, but yeah, I found one right here. That's what I like. It's, you guys will probably see me reversing into it. I feel like sometimes they make these spaces for smaller vehicles, not necessarily a little bit larger of a vehicle. There's a pedestrian coming and he looks a little irritated, but he's just gonna have to wait. And I think he's trying to lock his truck, but I think he left the lights on his truck on because his reverse lights are still on. Oh, they just turned off. So I was gonna say, if he left his lights on in his truck, they're still on. So I'm going to back in. What I like to do is I like to get the car in as much as I can into the spaces, and I just give my passengers enough space to get out. So I want my mom to have enough space to get out of the car, and I'll be okay because once I go to open my door, it'll be past the pillar. So we're here. I don't know if I'm going to sneak record on my camera, but I will. I don't think I'm going to be buying anything. I don't have any purchases in mind, but what I will do is take you guys around in the mall with me. I'm sorry for the angle. I'm gonna work on it when I get back, but see you guys when I get into the mall. So my mom and I just left the mall. We're heading around somewhere. Oh, I don't know where we're gonna end up. I think we're gonna go to the pawn shop. She enjoys going there, and sometimes I can find things, sometimes. I'm looking for a band, a single band that I can wear on my thumb, and my mom's struggling to get into the car because, I kid you not, this van, I think it's a van, or SUV, whatever it is, it's hitched up right beside me, and I'm in my lines. Like, that's what I was trying to explain to you guys earlier when I said that I don't like parking where they have these posts, because you have to worry about getting yourself in line, and then you have to potentially worry about somebody coming and parking and being haphazard and not caring how they park. So we're gonna head to Howard's. I think if they changed their name, she said, to Bytown Pawn or something like that. And then maybe, not maybe, I have to go to Bulk Barn. I need to get stevia. I'm planning on baking my stepdad a upside down pineapple cake for his birthday. That's his favorite type of cake. And then I'm gonna get something to eat. Some guy just walked by because he can see me holding my camera and he looked back inside. So the mall, we came just to get some active steps in. I don't think either of us needed anything, to be honest. Actually, my mom was trying Doc's, Dr. Martens. I told her how comfortable they are. I live in mine, but unfortunately, if you have a wider foot or you have to add an additional insole or something into them, it's really tricky. Like, I know when I bought mine, I had to size up because I needed a wider width in the front. It wasn't working for my mom. I think we spent maybe like 20 minutes in the store. At least we tried. Maybe one day she'll be able to get a pair because they are super comfortable. As I said, I live in mine. I'll see you guys in a little while when I get home. All right, so we just came out of Howard's. It was crazy busy inside there. So I was successful, and I know it's still very blue. I'm gonna work on that. But this is what I found in there. It's just a square band, and I thought it was pretty decent. Ignore my cuticles and crusty hands if they are crusty. Oh shit. I dropped it. Hold on one second. Sure. All right, so it didn't fall too far, but yeah, as I was saying, it's just nice and square. I think it's different. It's not a circular band, and that's what it looks like on, so it's perfect. It's an 8.5, and it's a little bit loose, so I don't know if I was warm when I went into the other store and I tried it on, because I ended up being a 9 in the other store, and it's a little bit loose, but it's not going to fall off my finger, and worst case scenario, I could always get it resized. Or my mom has a ring fitter thing that she told me about. She refuses to let me see it because I had another ring and she's like, no, I'm not showing it to you. But either way, I'm happy, we're happy. I think we're going to Bulk Barn to look for the stevia so that I can make the upside down pineapple cake. And what else? Anything else you want to do?
Go home and sit on my butt.
Okay, she wants to go home and sit on her butt, which is kind of cool because I do have a couple things that I could work on too, but kind of just want to chill and curl up and cuddle with my fur baby and her. And yes, I'm a grown woman and I still cuddle with my mother, and if you come for me, I'm gonna have to just deal with it, but it's the facts of life. I am a mama's girl at heart. I will always be, and that's never gonna change. So I'll see you guys in a little while. All right, so I just got back. I know the lighting it's trash. I know it's unforgiving. It's all of this white light. Henny just came inside. I just got back from Bulk Barn, so I did get the stevia that we needed. I don't know if I need, well, I definitely don't need all of this. I like to keep it on deck. I'm just checking out the pantry from when at Hennessy. Get off the stove. Henny's unruly. I am checking the pantry to see if I have any stevia from the last time I was here, and I made my stepdad his sugar-free brownies, or his reduced sugar brownies. I'm sure it's somewhere here if I do have any, but again, I buy the stevia just to bake for my stepdad. And then we also got some regular couscous. I know it's hard to see with the lighting, but it's regular couscous. They had whole wheat couscous as well, but my mom didn't want to try that out. So I did stop off at Starbucks. I don't know why I was all the way up in my grill, but I stopped off at Starbucks. I got myself a chai latte, half sweet almond milk is my order. And then I got my mom a banana loaf. She loves her banana loaf. And then I also, hold on, I'm gonna see if I can turn on the main light in the living room, because it's like, you know, it's like it's washing me out a lot, like aggressively. Anyways, yeah, I think it's just all of the bright lights from like the sun today and whatever little bit of snow we have left. Hennessy's mad at me. He's vexed because I got him a puppuccino, so hold up. Henny, baby. Henny, come here, you silly guy. Hold up. Henny, sit. Come here. Sit. Sit and stop talking. Sit and stop. Sit. Sit. Hey, I know you're excited, but I want to put it down for you. Sit. Sit. Stay. Let me put it down. Let me put it down. Let me put it down. He's like, no. Put it down what? Oh, sit. Henny, stay. You're gonna get it. Don't worry. There he goes with his puppuccino. And he's like, he gobbles it up. Let me see. Let me see if I can get him. Like, he gobbles it up. And of course, I like to hold it for him because Henny has some wild ears. So I'm gonna scoop the rest up for him. If I can get the cup in a minute, I'm gonna turn you guys around though. I have an issue though, basically where I have the Velcro stuck to kind of do a little stand, like mount in my car. It's stuck on the bottom of my my viewfinder, so it gets stuck when I close it. But either way, he pretty much dusted that off, so I don't think I need to pick it up for him. But I'm gonna get cozy. I'm gonna settle down, and I'm just gonna chill. I'm gonna chill out with my mom. I had debated about doing some work today for school, but I think what I'm gonna do, because nothing's pertinent, and I'm on reading week, right? So I do, here we go, this is good. It's a little brighter than I would like, but it's good. It's good for now. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just chill with my mom today. I'm gonna chill, take today as a chill day, and then nothing is due like right now. Most of my stuff is due at the end of the break, and then I have one thing that's due on Monday, which is ridiculous. I'm like, why did you make something due while we're on reading week? I get something was due on the Friday, so why didn't you give us a Sunday deadline? You're giving us a couple days to respond to discussion posts that have like 100, 150 words. I understand the grace, but we shouldn't have anything due on reading week. So I don't know if I'm gonna pick up the camera for the rest of today, but I didn't really get into much today. I did get this lovely little thumb ring, so that's a nice addition to my left hand. And we just need to complete this hand. We just need something here, but this is for a really special occasion. This is when I finally graduate and get my degrees. This will be a monumental moment. So we're keeping this blank, but that's this hand, and then this hand. I know it's a little bit dry, but it is what it is. And yeah, I had some fun with my mom. I'm going to enjoy the rest of her company and just chill out, and I'll see you guys probably tomorrow. All right, so it is the next day. I'm not entirely sure if this is like the greatest angle. I think it is like once I'm sitting back. Hold on a second.
That's what you want.
Sure. I love how she comes giving gifts and bearing gifts. So I was able to figure out the lighting on my camera. It turns out that my auto brightness setting was onto a different entire setting. I'm just trying to Vaseline my hands and then lotion them. Why am I applying Vaseline? Because they're a little bit dry and I want to get into my cuticles, and I don't have any cuticle oil with me. But I'm heading to the grocery real quick. I want to make my stepdad an upside down pineapple cake for his birthday. It's one of his favorite cakes, and it's one of the first things that him and I baked together. Then I want to come home and I want to clean my car. It's dirty and it's nice out today, and I don't have to worry about it being too cold. So I'm gonna shock vac it, and it's a lot of like just dusting and surface cleaning and cleaning like all of the little compartments out. And then I might as well just do my groceries before I leave. I don't need a whole lot. I think I just need a lot of produce and fruits. That's generally what I do, because I do keep my freezer stocked with meat on deck. For those of you who've been following me for a little minute now, you know that I meal prep almost every week. Well, I should say weekly. This is the only week that I'm not meal prepping because I'm home, and I'm going to be home for about a couple more days. I'm not quite sure what this person behind me is doing. I think they dropped somebody off at a house behind me. We live in kind of like a cul-de-sac area, so we have like a nice big circle to get out and get in, but sometimes people don't they don't signal and they don't direct themselves the greatest. So yeah, grocery store, come back and do some work, bake. I have some assignments that I need to do. They're not pertinent, so they're really just, they're making me drag my ass a little bit, and to be honest, I'm not motivated to do them. This morning my mom said to me, a slow day again? And I said no, like I'm waiting for my stepdad to work out, because I don't want to work out and run while he's home and then disturb the man, because he gets home at 4:30 and then he has to leave I think at 12:30, so he obviously needs to get his sleep. But it kind of is a lazy slow day, so I'm just gonna take my time. I'm gonna go through this stuff, and my mom and I are gonna chill. Then I'm gonna drop her off to work, and when she comes back, it'll be a brand spanking new clean car. So I'll see you guys in a little while. I quickly pushed some of the stuff back. I zipped up my coat. Ignore the little bits of makeup on my collar. That just happens when you wear makeup. So I pushed back my seats. I'm going to take the mats out. I took the majority of the stuff up. If you can see, the glove compartment is no longer smack down in the middle. I do like it down there for convenience. Like if I ever have other people in my car, or if I ever run out of room in the front cup holder, then I have space in the back and I can always reach it. Like it's a good distance for me. So I'm gonna go ahead with the Pet Fresh. I know it's really bright in here. Yeah, it's super bright. Here we go. So this is just a carpet deodorizer. I do have my winter mats on, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull those mats out. Yes, I have my little gloves on. I'm not taking them off. I have my Windex to spray the windows on the inside. There's a spot, I'm pretty sure it's on the outside, but I do know that the inside windshield could use a little spray down. It's not the nicest. So I'm going to do that. Then I just have these little wipes. They're from Dollarama, but you can get the other wipes. I think they're Armor All, I believe is what they are, the actual car brand ones, but the ones from Dollarama work just fine. Sorry, it's the wind. I thought Henny was whining because I left the front door open for him to see me, and there's also a big window in the front and he'll be able to see me too. It's just, if you have a dog, you know, when they know that you're around and you're here. Actually, I could probably take my sunglasses off. Oh, it's really bright, but I can afford to take them off. I don't know. Oh, my door is not closed. I was like, why is the light not going off yet? And it's because my driver's door wasn't closed. So I do have my earpod in. I'm going to listen to some music. Usually I leave my car on and I listen to music, but I'm just going to do my earpods. I don't want to drive my neighbors too crazy. No, I don't want to do that to them. So yeah, I'm going to just put you guys on a B-roll, clean my car, and then go inside. I'll do a little mini grocery haul of what I got. It's not much. And then I'll show you guys how I'm going to bake this upside down pineapple cake. I'm going to use a recipe for the cake mix, but I've made an upside down pineapple cake before. I'm pretty sure I have a recipe in my cookbook at home, but I don't have my cookbook here. And when I say home, I mean in Montreal, at my apartment. But anyways, it'll be easy. The recipe says it takes 45 minutes to cook. It's about an hour to make. So yeah, why don't we just get into this so that I can go inside, because I swear I'm probably gonna run out of steam to do that assignment. I have to do two things that are important. I have to create, I'm gonna move back a little because the sun is sunning. I have to create a Zoom link for a meeting for tomorrow at 2 p.m. and then I also need to do a discussion post for a class that's due at 1 tomorrow. So I need to put my butt in gear and do things. This is why I despise reading week. Reading week is like a break. It's kind of a break, but it's not like you want to give yourself that break because you really, really push yourself before midterms. But you know, you can't slack because you got work to do, and you got work to do that's due when you get back. So let's do this. All right, I hope I'm not screaming because I have my earpod in and I'm listening to music and I'm too lazy to reach in my pocket and pause it. But my Clorox wipes are frozen, so I went in to get a container of water, hot water with some Pledge for an all-purpose cleaner. Got my rag. I already wringed it out a bit, so I'm gonna start cleaning the vehicle. Of course, this would happen to me, some foolishness. I'm glad that it's clean, like soapy water, the Pledge. It has the solution in there, but I spilt the damn container and it's starting to get cold, so I think I'm gonna just finish cleaning my car. I just have to wipe down the interior, like in there, cup holder, spillage, all kind of mess. So I just need to wipe down that, clean up this mess, and start vacuuming my car and clean my windshield. So I'll see you guys when I get inside. All right, so you're gonna have to ignore the noise in the background. It is my oven, and I am a terrible, terrible person. I cleaned my car. I said, I'm gonna come inside. I'm gonna do a haul of my groceries. Hold on, I'm gonna turn down the lighting a little bit. I feel like it's like super, super bright. I bought this little light from Amazon. Okay, that's better for me. I mean, I keep coming in and out and it keeps being too bright. Hold on, I'm gonna try and turn down the brightness on my camera itself. Maybe that'll help with some of this. There we go. It's a little too dark now, but that's okay. It's gonna come in and go, I guess, wherever I'm standing. And you know what? Let me just bring it all the way down to 0. Let's do that. Yeah, let's bring it down. There we go. Now it's too dark, but we're gonna manage. Now it's a little too bright. Anyways, we're gonna manage. But I was gonna do a grocery haul. I packed away those groceries so fast. And then I said, shoot, I'm halfway through, and I said, you know what? No, it's groceries. At the end of the day, it wasn't even that big of a haul. I did go for a few things that I forgot, mostly baking powder and baking soda for my apartment because I'm out, but that's okay. And then before I picked up the camera, I said, you know what? Let me send this Zoom link because by the time I get done in the kitchen, it's probably going to be close to 5. Yeah, it's 4:32. I said, you know what? Let me just send it now. I don't want it to seem unprofessional, but at the end of the day, it is the weekend, right? And I'm on reading week. Basically, I'm setting up a Zoom meeting to do a interview with my stage host because I haven't gotten much time to spend with her, and yeah, I haven't gotten to see her much, and there's not much of an interaction, so I don't really know a lot about the stage. I want to know what's her reasoning behind it. It's meant to be exclusive, so I want to know, does she think that it's full inclusion? Because right now the population that I'm working with, they have intellectual disabilities, and I wouldn't classify it as completely inclusive because they do the programming together. There's no one else who is technically an other, right? So it's not full inclusion, in my opinion. Yes, they have access to the community center, but the program itself is not completely inclusive. So I want to have a conversation with her. I want to have a dialogue. I want to speak more with her. I want to pick her brain because I do have to do a report about this placement. So that's why I was setting up the Zoom. So I have pretty much everything laid out here. So what I will do is, yes, I'm going to turn you guys around. I have the light clipped onto my camera, so I was hesitant because I'm like, the light's going to fall off. So what I will do is I will turn you guys around, show the ingredients, kind of break down what we're going to be doing for the upside down pineapple cake. I'm excited because I don't bake often. I don't classify myself as a baker. I'm not a very good baker. Cooking is definitely where it's at. I've had a lot of fails in baking, and I'm okay with that, you know. And now you can't be good at everything, and if you're great at everything, I applaud you, but baking is my downfall. I have the items, I have things that I'm good at baking, and those are what I stick to. But for particular things like this, I'm going to follow a recipe. Now, I do have to make it sugar-free or as sugar-free as possible. My stepdad does take insulin, so if it's too sugary, he'll be able to counteract the balance. But I do try to be very mindful of that because I want him to take as good care of himself as possible. And I know that if I were to make it regular, he'd eat it anyways. And he's probably going to be the only one who eats the cake anyway. I might have like a sliver. But it is his favorite cake. It is something that he taught me to make when I was little, so I'm looking forward to making this. So I have the oven going. I have everything prepared out except for the flour. The recipe calls for vanilla extract. Now, I'm nay for vanilla extract. I know it gives it a little extra, but I don't have it, so we're just gonna make do without it. So I'm gonna go ahead, turn you guys around, and then I am probably gonna hop on an Instagram live while I do this because it's been a little while since I've shown my IG some love. So I'm gonna do that because it's also Sunday meal prep day and I'm not meal prepping. But I figured I'd give them some kind of content. So yeah, why don't we turn you guys around, and then the remainder will just be a B-roll. I will link the recipe down below for anybody who's interested in making an upside down pineapple cake. So why don't we get into this whole baking fiasco? All right, so I have you guys turned around. As you can see, my iPad is here so that I can reference the recipe when I need to. And then I have my cherries, my maraschino cherries. These are cherish au maraschino, but it doesn't have an English. Okay, I was like, it doesn't have an English label. That's odd, but these are maraschino cherries. Then I have my granulated stevia. I have 2 portions of it, and I'll explain in a minute. The recipe calls for sour cream, which I find is interesting. 2 eggs. Then I have some butter here separated. And I've got my baking soda, my baking powder, and some salt. The largest portion is the baking powder, and then I believe that's salt. I'm going in with sea salt, to be honest. Then I have the pineapple juice separated. I have the pineapples here. I have some melted butter. Now, what I found interesting about this recipe, and I'm definitely going to give it a try. Hold on. What I'm going to do is I'm going to turn around. Yeah, I'm going to turn around that way because you guys are going to just be talking to a pan. I unclipped my light, so the lighting did get darker, but I do have it here. So there we go. I'll put it down, and then that way it'll catch some light. It'll lighten us up. So what I found interesting about this recipe is it wants you to make the mixture for your pineapples and do the design first. Put it in the fridge to set. I have never baked an upside down pineapple cake that way. What I have always done is I have put the ingredients, like my pineapples, my maraschino cherries, everything into the pan, layered the cake batter on top without it setting. But apparently the person who created the recipe says that it makes your design stay a little bit better. So we're gonna try it out because that's what the recipe calls for. So why don't we start baking? And if I could get my spatula. So it is dense. Like the recipe, they weren't lying when they said that it's gonna be a dense cake. Like the batter itself looks nice, but this thing, it definitely looks like it's gonna be dense. But hey, worst case scenario. It was made with love, right? Yeah, it's just dense. I've never, and it's weird, like I'm looking at it and it looks airy, it looks fluffy, and it looks dense. Just sliding it right now, but when I look at it, the design has set. So that's the pineapple, the butter, the sugar, and I mean, there's a minor movage occurrence because All right, so I hope I was able to get content. I've never done dual content at the same time. I usually pause, do one thing, do another thing, but I did dual. I did do my live, and then I came on here. Sundays are probably the worst day for me to do a live, Sunday evening. And you know what? I'm not even mad about it. Like for me, I don't necessarily do content just for the numbers. I mean, there's sometimes when the numbers matter. Like if you're doing something for a brand, of course, the engagement and that stuff matters. But when you're doing it for yourself and you've built a community with people who have been following you for a minute, sorry, I'm just turning down this light. I had to do it brighter for Instagram and I had to do it different here. But yeah, when you build a community, it's completely different. I have people that I've been following since I started my weight loss journey with WW, and I was posting about that. I still periodically post about my wellness journey and that stuff, mostly like my movement and stuff, and then and nows. But that's besides the point. There's people that I've been on this journey for, is it 5 years or 6? Either way, I think it's coming up to 6 years this year. So there's people that I've been talking to, having dialogues with since the inception of my journey. So it's about those people who keep showing up, who you connect with in your DMs. You're having conversations about real stuff, real things that happen, real things that matter. And then you're rooting for each other every single time you hit a milestone, be it a weight loss milestone, be it a life milestone. You're always rooting for each other. All right, so this is the cake out of the oven. It did crack here, and then along the side over there, it cracked. It cracked in the top as well. But that's okay because this cake is going to be flipped upside down. I'm a little apprehensive about what's going on underneath, because I think at some point the cake bubbled over because my oven is very smoky. Like there's something that spilled in there, or maybe there was a spill previously, but either way, I'm gonna let the cake cool off for a little bit before I flip it over. It needs to settle, so I'm really hoping that it's just caramelized at the bottom. I don't see, like, it's not burnt. Like, I can't see anything that looks like overtly overdone. I mean, there's a little bit of overdoneness on the edge right here, but aside from that, like, the cake does look good. So I don't know, we'll see. I will make it brief. I showed you guys the cake. I'm happy with how it turned out. Would I like it more caramelized at the top? Yes, of course. I hopped on my Instagram stories, shared on there. I'm gonna make some short form content with that cake. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do it on Instagram, to be honest. I know they say don't worry about the views, and I say that too, but it's frustrating that you put time and effort into something and then I use my content on different platforms and it performs so much better on different platforms than it does on Instagram. So it's frustrating sometimes, but you know what? I'm just gonna share it everywhere, to be honest. It's a quick snippet. It's a short, actually. It's like really short content this time. It's literally gonna be the cake reveal and then I'll share the recipe. So I don't know, I like to play around with things sometimes. I'm feeling really productive, cleaned the car, did my groceries, got the pharmacy done, got that assignment done, hit that Zoom meeting, got that done, kitchen's clean. So I'm feeling really good today on the productivity level. And tomorrow's a new day, lit review, edit an assignment that's due when I get back. I think we're doing it. As much as I might have felt defeated earlier today, we're doing it. If I didn't say it, I cleaned my car, so I'm excited about that because she needed it. She's been needing it, and I'm hoping to stay on a weekly cleanse with her. So tomorrow is a brand new day. I will see you guys tomorrow. All right, I know it is hella bright in here, and I don't know how I feel about driving with this thing. I have this little LED light that I got from Amazon in the car with me, but man, this thing is bright, and it's not inconspicuous by any means. I mean, you can see it through my glass, like the pane. I just wanted it for lighting when I'm in the car, but I don't know about all of that, to be honest, when I'm driving at night, because I have it set to the lowest setting and we're shining bright like a diamond in my car. And let's just say I'm not about that. I'm sure it'll be a quick fast to get my ass pulled over because officer's gonna be driving wondering why it's metro booming in here, to be honest. But what I am gonna do is I'm probably gonna turn it off when I get more on a residential street where there's lighting, but it's obviously gonna be a little bit darker. It will be drivable lighting. But I'm in my car. Oh, there's a car coming on the opposite side, so I am gonna turn it off because they're probably gonna be blinded. But yeah, as you can see the complete difference. You can't even see me right because it's so dark in my car. Oh man, Mela. Oh boy. anyway, I'll touch base with you guys when I get onto like a more residential area. Yeah, so this is so much better. So what I'm doing is I'm going to the pharmacy and I want to go pick up my prescription. So I went to get it yesterday and it wasn't complete, and I didn't get that text. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna run in there, see if it's ready, because it's one less thing I would have to do tomorrow. I wouldn't have to worry about it. And then I'm gonna go grab something to eat. There's nothing to eat. Well, I shouldn't say there's nothing to eat. There's hardly, like, I don't understand. This person stopped in a green light. Like, no, you go. I mean, if you're lost, great, but you're confusing the rest of us. What was I saying? Yeah, there's hardly anything to eat at my mom's house, if I'm being completely honest. Like, there's food, but it's very limited if you're trying to be mindful of what you're eating. Like, there's plenty of carbs. Everything's kind of frozen. I found some salmon, but then I was like, I don't want to cook salmon from frozen because then it's not gonna taste as good. Sorry, I was confused. I'm like, Shoppers is deserted, but Shoppers is open until 10. So why is Shoppers deserted is what I wanted to know. I mean, like, use your signal. Maybe that would help you in life. Sorry. I sound like a savage right now, but the person wasn't even going straight. So I'm gonna run into Shoppers real quick and I'm going to get my prescription. Hopefully they have it and it's ready. All right, so I'm just in the car. I've packed up all my stuff and we're gonna go take my stepdad for breakfast because it is his birthday today. So I'm going to reverse the car. I figure it's 10:34. We have a lot of time left in the day. So, sorry, there's a few different people parked on my block because my neighbor's moving and today is when she's having her house assessed. Sorry, I don't have my phone on me, and I was listening to MJ. I don't know why it's not muting. Okay, there we go. I was like, I don't want to get copyright or a flag. So basically, she's getting her house assessed to make sure that it's safe and everything. So everyone's there. So I wanted to make sure what was the smartest way to back up my car, and my stepdad's parked directly behind me. So we're gonna go out for breakfast. I will probably vlog a bit, and I just want to wipe down my doors. I noticed that they're a little bit mucky from when I did clean. So I'm gonna go ahead, load up the car, get ready to head out because I don't know if I'm gonna come back home. Well, I have to come home to drop off my stepdad, obviously, unless we end up taking two cars. So if I don't end up coming back and then I have to rush and all this other stuff, it just makes sense to pack up the car now. So I will see you guys when we get to breakfast. I'll probably just do a B-roll of the food and stuff that we order because my stepdad doesn't know that I vlog. So I'll see you guys in a little while. All right, so I just dropped my mom off. I didn't talk much after breakfast, or I didn't actually talk much at breakfast at all. So we went to breakfast, then we went home, and I gave my stepdad his cake. I shared that footage on Instagram. I might crop it and share it as in a YouTube, or what I could do is I could just insert the clip and not have to edit it out. I haven't decided yet. I put some sparklers on his cake and I gave it to him, and actually I'm really happy with how the cake turned out. It turned out really, really good. It's surprising that I put it in the fridge and that it didn't dry out too much, because I don't have like a cake cover or something to put on it. And I ended up just wrapping it in tin foil, but cake's fire. I ended up cutting myself a slice and I'm bringing a piece with me. What else? I went to Value Village to not necessarily look for anything, but to just browse with my mom and kill some time. So did that. And I ended up finding a plant pot because I just bought myself a new plant. It's a money tree, so I'm excited for that. And then I found my friend a juicer for $15.99. We had a juicer at home that my mom was trying to get rid of, but in all honesty, I think my mom threw out the juicer in one of her fits of rage, because I'm going to second cup. I'm probably not going to get a coffee, but I'm going to get a tea or something. And then I'm going to go to Shawarma Prince. I want some Lebanese food, and Ottawa has the best Lebanese food in my humble opinion.
Hi, what can I get for you?
Hi, I have a quick question for you. Do you still have the blueberry latte?
Yeah.
Or the blue butterfly?
Yeah.
Can I get a large? Can I get it made with almond milk, and can I get it half sweet? And can I get it iced? Is that possible?
Yeah.
Okay.
Anything else?
Do you have any of the pesto sandwiches? I don't know the exact name, but...
No, we still have some.
Sorry, you do?
Yeah.
Okay, so can I also get a sandwich warmed up, please?
Yeah.
And that's everything.
Alright, I will see you at the window.
Alright, thank you. So I think she's punching in my order as we speak. Now I use the app to pay. I'll show you real quick. Second Cup has their app. It's very similar to like Starbucks and every other app. So I load it up and she'll have to double scan it. Hi, I'm actually paying on the app. I know you'll have to scan my phone twice.
Do you want to use your points on the drink?
Sure, why not?
Okay, sorry.
No, that's okay.
Do you want a receipt?
No, I don't need one, but can I get extra napkins, please?
Yeah. Pass yourself.
Perfect. Thanks. Thank you. Have a good day. Actually, you know what? I'm going to attempt this with the viewfinder where it is. I haven't moved the camera, so it should be in the same angle. Now, this is their blue butterfly latte. I've had this hot. I love it. It is like my go-to drink. When I ordered it and found out that they had it, I was like, yes. I think I ordered 2 of these. The last time I was here and I went to study, I ended up ordering 2. You know what? I see a sign for Taco Stop. They have a sign outside saying that it's for their parking only, but there's 2 other spots, and you know what? Their sign doesn't have an arrow, and it doesn't say for Taco Stop only. It only has the one. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna park here, and then I'm gonna just be fine. I'm running in and out to the shawarma place anyways. So yes, so this is my blueberry butterfly latte, almond milk, half sweet, and then I just got their pesto sandwich. It's really simple. It's egg white and pesto. I'm not super hungry. I thought about stopping at Swiss Chalet again to get something to eat, and then I debated about getting a wrap, and I said, you know what, it'd probably be cheaper to get a wrap at Wendy's, but I don't want to make so many stops, so second cup for my drink, and then run into shawarma to get the food. Alright, so I forgot to tell you guys what a beautiful day it is outside. It is 15 degrees. I had wanted to go get a car wash. I didn't end up getting a car wash because I had to drop my mom to work, and I didn't have enough time because there were like 4 or 5 other cars in front of me, and I knew I wasn't gonna have enough time. I debated about waiting till I got home to show you guys this, but I don't feel like when I get home will do it justice, because I feel like everything will just slip and slide all over the place and get soggy. So I get 2 pieces of pita with my meal. And one thing, I don't know if I love it or do not love it. I mean, it's a good thing because I have leftovers for lunch, but then I bought chicken breast that I was gonna go cook for lunch tomorrow for Thursday and Friday, and tomorrow, Wednesday. But I have lunch, and I don't know, like, I love these places because they give you a lot of food, but it's hard when you're trying not to eat a lot. Like, you've changed your lifestyle, you don't eat as much. But let me tell you, when I tell you, no joke, how they don't miss with the food. I got a mixed plate, and this thing is fire. I didn't do much montage of inside there. I don't know, sometimes I feel weird flipping my camera around. I did do a montage of him making my meal, but this, it was $20 for a mixed plate, and I have enough food for 2 people. Like, if I wanted to share this with somebody, I could easily share this with someone, and I also have enough for a lunch. Like, they don't miss. The only thing is actually, you know what, it's probably not gonna be that bad because they give you the hummus and they give you the garlic on the side, so I don't think my car is gonna smell that much like garlic. It is gonna smell like a shawarma, and I'm not mad at it because I am super shiny, and that little ring light is mighty. I don't have it clipped to my camera. It's sitting on my couch, and that is literally how much light it is giving off. It is insane. Yes, my sunnies are still on. Let me actually put them down because I know I'll drop them somewhere. So I just got in not too long ago. I brought all of the stuff in, so I'm gonna flip you guys around, and this all needs to get put away. I have meat that I need to go season that I'm gonna cook, and I need to put all of this stuff away. I'm beat, to say the least. Almost everything in my suitcase is getting washed. Did I wear it? Hold on, let me flip you guys over. Did I wear it? Absolutely not. But the majority of it, hold on, let me turn on the light in my living room, and then let me close my blinds. So the majority of my clothes did not get worn, but because of Henny and me having to pack most of it up, I have dog hair on almost everything. And sorry, let me get settled because I know that's probably a little chaotic. And let's turn this thing down. My gosh, oh boy. All right, let's bring it down a bit, even though I feel like it's hella bright anyway. Oh, maybe we don't need it. Maybe what we'll do is we'll put it over there. I have it on my other couch. I literally threw it on my other sofa. Yeah, so I need to throw everything in the wash because the majority of it has dog hair. Like, that's the pros and cons. So living here in Montreal, I don't have Henny, so I'm dog for free. But then as soon as I go home, like if I bring black stuff, I'm like, why did I bring black? So I got myself some flowers. My favorite flowers are carnations. I know some people think that they're boring, but once they open up and they get full, they're beautiful. And on top of that, these last really long. So if I'm going to invest in a flower, it's going to be carnations. And I haven't bought myself flowers in probably, I want to say like 6 months. 6 months is probably the last time I bought myself some flowers. And I figured, you know what, spring is coming. Why not put some spring into my apartment and you know, just buy myself flowers. They're $8 a bunch, so $16, and they'll last me about 2 weeks. Am I gonna keep that up here? I don't know, because it's really hard to find inexpensive flowers in Montreal. Although, sorry, I had the kettle running. I heard it click before, and then I heard like water boiling over, and I said, I hope my kettle didn't boil over, but it was just boiling one last time, and then it actually stopped. So I am making a cup of tea. But yeah, I hear Walmart has good flowers, but there's like they're relatively close to me, but they're kind of like out of the way. I think for me, the biggest thing with Montreal is the traffic. That's what gets me. So I'm making a cup of tea because if I'm being completely honest, I'm off of my routine. I haven't had a cup of tea. I usually have ginger tea every morning. Like that's my go-to. It's an antioxidant, so it helps you with de-bloating and all of that stuff, and it just makes you feel good. So I haven't had a cup of good tea this whole time that I've been gone. I've had a tea when I go out somewhere, but I'm off of my routine. I'm off of my game. Eating, I've been doing my best, but again, it's been tough, and I'm feeling fluffy, but that's because I'm just coming off of Tom. So it's everything, but I want to get back to my routine. What time is it? It's 6:40. I'm beat, and I know once I like mad speed to put everything away, I'm not gonna be in the mood to buckle down. Like yesterday, I tried looking for a source for this paper and I can't find one, and I was gonna spend tonight doing that. So I might just turn on the TV. It's not something complicated, but it's because of the subject matter that I'm doing. It's hard to find something, and it's just making out to be a very difficult task. But worst case scenario, I can get up at 6 tomorrow, and then I can exercise, and I can spend the 3 hours that I would normally spend at class working on that, trying to find a source. So we'll see how it goes. So I am going to go ahead and put that stuff away. I'm not going to show you me putting that stuff away, but I am going to put it away. Alright, I was playing music and hopefully I do not get copywritten. So this was the plant that I bought today. Ignore my TV cord. I never wrapped it and I don't plan to. I'm going to be leaving in about a year, so there's no point. I have the box, so I'll just keep it for where I end up next. So this is the plant that I bought today. Most of them were in pretty good condition, most of them were not in good condition. So there are a few yellow leaves, but I think it's just from the temperature, to be honest. This is my snake plant. I do have a few around my place because they continuously bulb. So I've transplanted so many, I've gifted some to people. I'm thinking I'll get another stand like this from Amazon, and then I will leave them side by side on the floor. The good thing with this plant is it doesn't need a lot of water and it does not need a lot of light. So it's medium light. So when I leave for the day and I leave my blinds open, it'll get enough light and that'll be perfect. I don't think I want it on the ground. I think two side by side would be cute. I am a plant mom and I recently lost one of my plants. It was a transplant, but in all honesty, it survived. It had a good run. It had about 3 years. It was my banana plant, and then it got waterlogged. So yeah, that's the plant situation. These are my carnations on my table, and I am so happy, so happy. Yeah, my cup has been full. I'm gonna turn you guys around so that you guys can actually see me. Ignore, I did shower, change, wash my face, and all of that good stuff. So the majority of my stuff are put away. I just have to do laundry. I'm gonna do laundry tomorrow because I have quite a bit of, just not a bit. I have the stuff from Ottawa. I have a few things, mostly workout clothes that I do want to wash, and then some linens and stuff. So I'll do that tomorrow morning before I go to work while I'm working on that research paper. I'm reheating my food in the air fryer. Mostly the chicken and the beef and the potatoes. The salad, of course, is going to be cold or room temp, and that's fine. So I do want to say earlier when I said I'm having the best shawarma, I meant Ottawa has the best shawarma compared to Montreal. I know you can get better shawarma and more authentic shawarma elsewhere in the world, but in comparison, I have yet to find a spot in Montreal that does it for me. So Ottawa hands down takes the cake on shawarma. So I think that's about it. My chicken for the week, well, the remainder of the week is in my slow cooker and it's cooking. I did slice it up so I can use it for salads. I can make sides. I don't have any sides made just yet. I just realized I didn't make my egg bites, but that's okay. I'm home tomorrow morning so I can make eggs for breakfast. Yeah, I can make eggs for breakfast, quick fry them, and then the same thing for Thursday and Friday. If I get up at a reasonable hour, I can quick fry them or figure it out as I go. I'm not too pressed and I don't want to make a full batch and just time constraints. But maybe what I'll do is I'll make the egg bites before I leave tomorrow morning. Who knows? We'll see. This week is kind of just like a mishmash of things, but I am very happy, very, very happy that I did get to spend 5 days with my family. Not 5 full days. If I'm counting today and Friday, they were half days, but combined, they're full days. So for me, 5 days, my cup is extremely full. Yeah. So I'm gonna end the vlog here, to be honest. You got to come along with me, you got to spend some time with me, you got to bake with me. Mother and daughter quality time is always a must. I put you on to 2 restaurants in Ottawa. There is Occo Kitchen and then Main Street Cafe where we went for breakfast. So any of my Ottawa subbies who are watching, if you're subscribed from Ottawa, I know a few of you are, I put you on to at least one new place that you may not have tried because one of them is in my hood. I'm not going to reveal which one, but if you know me, you know me and you know which one's in my hood. Main Street Cafe was great. It was a little bit pricey, but it was great because we got to support a local restaurant. When I was picking restaurants, I said to my mom, what do you want to do? And she said, let's support local. So that's what we did. And I'm rambling. So I do want to thank you if you made it this far. Thank you so much for watching. Do not forget to hit that subscribe button, that like button, and leave your girl a comment if there was something that you saw that you liked. If you're from Ottawa and you've tried either one of the restaurants, Occo Kitchen or Main Street Cafe, let me know your opinions in the comments down below. As usual, take care. I hope you have an amazing day, evening, whatever time it is that you're watching this, and I will see you next time.